jam. Hey, over there working hard.
What's up?
With us this morning. What's up, girl?
What's going on in the neighborhood? How y'all doing?
Hey.
Doing?
Hey, D.
What's going on? I'm coming from out the background to the front now. I'm out in the front now.
Woo! I love it.
How's everybody
we got
doing
the
this
youth
morning?
in the house today, huh?
Hey, got the young blood. We moving a little quick up and a little smoother, How y'all feeling? Yeah, energy is pumping, Kathy. Energy
Can I
is pumping.
say, what'd you say, D?
I said Kathy said the energy is pumping. I'm just saying, yes, right. That's right.
It's pumping. So can I say happy winter?
Yeah. Happy winter.
Hello, winter.
Hello. Come on in, everybody. Let us know you're in here. Let us know.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Chime everyone. This is our youth segment today.
Youth Saturday.
And we got some good stuff happening, right, D?
Yeah, we got some good stuff happening. We're gonna be talking money for the youth today. We're talking money for the youth and how we gonna be able to set ourselves up for the future, and some of us right now, we already in some stuff that we need to get out of. So we gonna talk about getting out of some crises too, because hey, we gotta get this money right. Good morning, Stephanie. Hello there. Hello. How you doing? Come on in.
You're making a lot
Kimberly.
of sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good in the neighborhood, as they say.
Kimberly, good morning. How y'all doing? Oh, everybody coming on in. I love it.
Like and share our page, guys.
Right. So what's going on with y'all? What's going on with you, Peggy? What's going on? What's popping?
I'm just loving the snow. It can snow 24/7 as far as I'm concerned. I have
no.
You know why she say that? Because she has her husband over there cooking for her.
So happy.
Right.
I love the snow too.
She getting them in-house meals over there, so she don't mind staying home.
She don't have to go out, right? How about that?
She ain't got to go out.
It starts snowing and I start cooking. I'm all right.
She said I can do all my business through Zoom. I'm good. I can do all
But look, I don't get real hungry till I'm stuck in the house and can't get out again.
I know. How about that?
Then I'm starving like a mug. I'm like, what is there in here to eat?
It's something about being in that makes you want to eat. I don't know. It's like, what else am I going to do? I fixed a pot of greens last night.
Oh, you did all day, all week?
Yes, I did. It's like I had to cook something, so I went to the grocery store and I had some fresh greens. I'm gonna cook them right tonight. I don't care what time it is. Let it snow.
That's all good.
The way my kitchen looking right now, I got a Carolina kitchen bag, I got a Cheesecake Factory bag, I got a Burger King bag, Chick-fil-A bag.
Look, Donte, you sound like me. I go and get it prepared and then store it for another day.
Eating them leftovers.
I just had Cheesecake Factory yesterday. I was like, yeah, we gotta start go to the Giant and get some food, because
look, you're gonna spend just about as much in the restaurant you're gonna spend in the grocery store.
Right.
Exactly.
One meal costs you $50. You're guaranteed if you go to the restaurant.
Telling you.
By the time you get your drink and don't do dessert. Oh Lord, that's not even including dessert.
Dessert. Oh, you gotta get the cheesecake. You gotta get some cheesecake. You
can't go to cheesecake. You gotta right. You gotta get some cheesecake, right?
Good morning, Erica. My mama, what's good, mama? How you doing? Hey. Shout out to all the mamas out there. Shout out to all the mamas, because this is Youth Saturday. So we got to shout out to all the parents, all of our parents that have grown us up, helped us grow up, in this life. So we got, like I said, we got some hot topics today. We got some hot stuff to talk about with money, getting things right. We got a young man. Hopefully we got a young man that's going to be coming on today. We got a Cam, boy Kamari. He's going to be coming in here. We got the youth of the future.
He's a goat. He's goat.
Man, goat Cam, greatest of all time. Gonna be bringing some information that from the youth, from the real youth.
I have always said I'm so proud of our young people. I am proud of them, because I think, in my humble opinion, is that when children can be raised right, they do right.
They do right. They do.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
they're around positivity, especially parents, if it's not their parents, anyone who can help bring them up and bring them in a way where they can see a future for themselves. And then it become a mindset of entrepreneurs and business like minds. And I just think, and they excel in their schoolwork. I'm excited.
And that is the majority of our children. Believe it or not, that's the majority of our youth. Because we know, don't look at the news because you're only going to get the negative. Our youth are doing it. They're smart. They're educated. So congratulations to all of our young people, because we believe in you, because we know that you're going to carry the banner forth for us.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking of,
they're leading the way. Yeah.
Leading the way.
See, you talk about the bad news, but we got some good news. I don't know if y'all heard, but LeBron James. I know LeBron James. We all know LeBron James.
Yeah,
we all know LeBron, the GOAT, the real GOAT. So that's
the real GOAT.
Say that, but LeBron James just partnered with Crypto.com to bring crypto financial literacy to his school. So he's gonna be, he's gonna be a part of the curriculum. It's gonna be a part of the curriculum. So shout out to LeBron, man. He's doing it. He's doing it.
You know, one of the things that I noticed that maybe about a year or so ago, you know, it was a whole lot of conversation about cryptocurrency. And when I was on site, Morgan State University is offering a course in cryptocurrency. When I saw that happen, I knew for a fact that this is not going away.
Something's happening. That's right. That's right.
And now they're catching them at in the earliest days in grade school. Now they, you know, it's gonna be a course like a science class. It's gonna be a crypto class. That's going to be a part of like the curriculum. So
that's where the world is going. They're going to get rid of all the coins and the paper.
The NFTs, yes, they can't. At this point, the momentum is so fast that they really can't stop it now, because the former wealthy people, and the banks, etc., and those who, you know, the reserve and the whole, they were very much in doubt. But they're not in doubt now.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about it now.
IRS believes it now, because it's like, oh, there's a little line there for us too. So yeah, it's real. It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's on its way out.
It's real. I was talking to a little cousin of my girlfriend. He was asking me, can I get some stocks for him? Can I get some stocks for him for his birthday? I was like, okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
I got you. Hey, I can set you up now. We can set you up right. We can get you straight.
That's right.
We can get you right. He's like, yeah, I want some stocks for my birthday.
Yeah, sister says even now using paper money feels different. Yeah, it feels different.
Yeah.
You hardly ever feel it.
A lot of these young new artists are like, now they're starting to get the crypto cards and they're using all of their money and putting it into crypto.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
Yes.
That sounds like we are setting our show up for someone to come and talk all
it's
about
all
it.
On the card now.
Hey.
Oh yeah, girl.
It's all on the card.
It's all in the card. It's all in the card.
So that's good. Yes, you can definitely use it in your card, your Visa card.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into some hot picks. Do we got any hot picks, Miss Payne? Do we have any hot picks?
I just have one. That is the one with the red dress. With there we go. The 7th annual fundraiser, Red Dress Gala.
Yeah.
One of our sisters, Florence Champagne, is putting this event on. It's $50 now, and it's scheduled for February the 26th at 7:00. It's on a Saturday. We have been involved. The organization has been involved with this gala for I think at the very first one. So we're talking 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
This is beautiful. So if you want to learn more about how to get tickets, go to Open My Heart Foundation on the web, and you can get more details. See you there.
See ya. Yes.
And this one here is one of our favorites, Dr. Tashika Green. They have done a challenge from February the 1st to the 28th. Today is the 29th, so it ended yesterday. So kudos to all the
it-
great
No,
ladies.
It doesn't stop
February.
Peggy until
Oh,
February.
what I'm thinking about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's coming up. It's coming
It's
up.
coming up. I'm thinking, okay,
It's coming up.
brain dump. So yes, it's coming up February 1st through the 28th. Yes. On time, on time. Good job. Thank you, guys. You got my back. You got my back.
It happens, girl. It happens. Stuff moving so fast. The month is
It's
out.
moving
You're like,
so
oh my God.
fast.
At the end of the month already.
Oh my
Mhm.
God. Yeah.
Hey, and last but not least, we still got one more announcement though.
Theater
we gotta have
returns
more.
stronger. DC Black Broadway and City Winery present The Golden Girls 4 City Tour, starring Kim G as Bianca, Kathleen Crosby Brooks as Dorothy, Akiba Robinson as Rosie, Anita Wade as Sophie, and Terrell Brown as Old Romeo. Your favorite characters are back, and this time they're helping Rosie find true love. DC Black Broadway and City Winery present The Golden Girls Tour 2022. First stop, the Big Apple, New York City, February 6th. Next up, the City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Then the Golden Girls take on the Chocolate City, Washington, D.C., February 20th.
To the city where the players play.
Atlanta, April 3rd. Tickets and times available at each City Winery location or at citywinery.com. It's the Golden Girls Tour 2022. Coming to a City Winery near you. For more information, visit www.citywinery.com.
All right.
Let me just say thank you, Donte, for that. You know, tickets are going pretty fast. I checked in yesterday. It's like, oh, okay,
All right. That's
Yeah, we
great.
got to get our tickets, Linda. Come on.
Yeah.
We
She
gotta-
said, get
Get
in
up.
mine. She said, get in mine this week. She said, you might want to give them today. Yes.
I think I'm gonna get
Yeah,
it today. Definitely.
Yeah, we got just go to citywinery.com and click on Washington, D.C. and purchase your tickets, guys, and spread the word. It's just this time for us to laugh and have fun, and that's just what it's all about.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff going on, you know, and it's like we gotta just keep ourselves entertained.
Laugh.
We got to keep
Laugh.
those endorphins up. We got to keep
Mhm.
that laughter to keep their body strong and reflective. You know, we don't want to get tight. We want to open up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Open up. Breathe.
Exhale.
Exhale.
Inhale.
Take some time out of your day
Yeah.
to meditate.
It's time
you
to
know,
breathe.
separate
So,
from the
you know.
screens at some point in time during the day.
Yes.
Just separate.
The
You gotta
less screen time, the better.
Yeah.
Because it is affecting our eyes. I just want to let you
Oh,
know
yeah.
on health and wellness tip, it is affecting our eyes, especially our nearsightedness. You know, it's like start stepping away from your computer, look outside, go outside, and you know, exercise your eyes too. It's
Mhm.
needed.
So
It's
right,
needed.
Linda. So right.
It's needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So, but no, thank you guys for having an opportunity to share, because it is going to be really nice, and we got more stuff to come. For this whole year, we got time and we got the opportunity now, Peggy.
We got some stuff I can't even begin to talk about, but it's coming.
Hey, it's coming. Well, we know we want to come right now. We're gonna bring in Miss Terry. She's another hot topic, right?
Yeah,
Terry.
she is.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we can bring Terry in. Yeah.
Bring Terry in.
That's
Yeah.
why we talk about hot topics.
Yeah, talking about hot topics, hot picks.
Hey, Terry.
Hot picks.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
We have
Terry
our
is one of our favorites, part of Sisters for Sisters Network. And this woman is just full of what can we describe her? Talent. Talent. So we thought it would be the best thing in heaven is to bring Terry on to share and let folks know exactly the talent that she is carrying in her belly. Come on and talk to us, Terry.
All right. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Sisters for Sisters Network, for allowing me to be on the show. And everyone, I'm Terry Tabor of Expressions by Terry. I'm a mixed medium artist as well as a silk painting artist for wall art and one-of-a-kind silk wearables. I teach beginners silk painting and host Paint on Silk parties. This year, my resolution was to do a calendar. I have a list of things, but this was the first thing. Make a calendar for 2022 of some of my artwork and advertise some Black businesses, mostly our Sisters for Sisters network members. And I think Donte he's showing on the screen. This is one of my favorites. And my girl, hold on.
Keep scrolling.
Keep
Dante,
scrolling,
if you can.
yeah. In October, I have Renee Allen with my art piece. It kind of favored her, and it was just a coincidence. And Sharon Bullock, hers, with the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So
we can't see it, Dante.
Okay, Donte, are you scrolling?
Yeah, I'm scrolling, but it's stuck on here. I might leave and come back. Might leave and come back.
Well, let's bring Terry back in. Terry, come on, show it on your end.
He did show the first page, and then one of my favorites was Renee Allen and my artwork. Just
beautiful art.
Yes. And the other one was a coincidence with Sharon Bullock for December.
Beautiful.
That art piece also looked like her, but there's other advertisements in the calendar.
Well, Terry, we noticed 4Sisters Live is not in there. What happened?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. We noticed 4Sisters Live is not in your calendar. What happened?
What happened, Maggie? You see Nikki's in there with her 4Sisters Live book. Yes.
Go ahead, lady. Beautiful.
Yes. And she
there we go.
Guitarist. Yes. It's working now. So as he strolled through it, showing the ads, I just want to say that I have a few calendars left. So I wanted to give that special deal to my Sisters for Sisters Network members.
All right.
It was $20. Now it's $15 for just one. If you wanted two, it's $10.
Ooh.
And everything is included. The mailing is included. So you don't have to worry about that. It's $15 for one and $10 for two or more. Anything after
that's good.
Just mention the code 4Sisters Live, and you will get the calendar for $15, shipping included.
All right.
$15 for more than one.
Terry, put that in the chat for Facebook so people will know.
Okay.
Get in touch with you and put your information in the Facebook page while people are watching, because they may want to order from you. These are very beautiful. I have my copy, and I love it. I think it's so beautiful.
It is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Beautiful artwork.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's one of my dreams, to have my calendar. So that's my first one. So next year, I'm hoping to be have Sisters for Sisters members.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. So you can DM me on Facebook. You can DM me on Facebook with your mailing address and cash at me at $Terry Tabor 1. That's Terry TERRY TABOR and the number 1. And I'll put that in the chat. Thank you again for allowing for me to come and join.
You are so talented, Terry. You're so gifted with your outfits that you have fashion shows. And one thing I like about you, Terry, when you say you're going to do something, you really do it. And you do it in style.
Yes.
Because you're entrepreneur, you're making it work, girl. You're really making it work. What'd you say, Lynn?
Erica just put down $10. bought me some money for the calendar, Terry. Some money, so we know Terry. Erica wants one.
Linda, I'm looking at my message, and I have 4 people just text me because they know my phone
Right.
number.
Right. I'm
like I
texting you
said,
too.
I'm texting you too.
You do great work. You do really great work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Deborah Cox says she wants to.
And her jewelry is beautiful too. Just want to let you know, she has beautiful jewelry. Yes, beautiful silk scarves. Everything is beautiful.
T-shirt. She has very much clothing.
Yeah.
You're doing it, girl. You keep it moving, Terry. Congratulations on
Congratulations.
That was the only reason why I retired.
That's
to do my
the reason, so you can fully focus. That's beautiful.
That's nice. Thank you so much, Terry, for coming on.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you.
Okay, I'm still listening, but you can.
Okay.
Awesome.
Erica can run it down. I didn't know what she was running. I thought it was a fire or something.
No, it was a fire sale on that calendar. That's what it was. A fire sale. A fire sale on that calendar.
Yeah.
Simply beautiful.
That is beautiful.
They make great gifts. They make for great gifts.
Wonderful gifts. First of the year gifts. I always give calendars first of the year. Yeah.
And she says the code is 4Sisters Live. Yep, 4, the number 4, SISTERS LIVE. And then Cash App is $, Terry TERRY TABOR1.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, so moving right along. We got the main stage coming up now. We got the main event.
Birthdays, Donte. We got
oh, my bad. Forgetting about the birthdays. Yes, come on, birthdays.
We got some folks.
Yeah.
Who we got, Peg?
Oh my God. You know, in the month of January it's definitely hot. But let me just shout out a few of the sisters who are celebrating. Sonata is one, Lori, Gloria Jean, Churn, Jeannie. Terry just celebrated a birthday. And Dr. Betty Salsa, I believe, celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's my sorrow.
Yes.
All right. Get them, Betty. Happy birthday.
There you go. There you go.
And Marty just celebrated her birthday, Marty.
She sure did on the 24th.
Happy birthday, Marty.
Happy birthday, Dr. Marty.
Yeah. And then Monday is my son Reggie. Reg's birthday is Monday.
For all the birthday folks.
My baby's birthday. Yeah, so happy birthday to all of you all. Live long, live strong.
Live long, live strong. Stay dangerous.
Make some noise. Make some noise.
Make some noise up in here. All right. Now we're gonna move along. Well, we going to the main event. Now I want to introduce. We got two different age ranges coming in right now. We got, we got a young blood. And then we got an old head, what I'm saying? So that's how we would phrase it on, in the youth community. We got the old head and we got young blood, we got young blood. So we're gonna bring the old head in first. We got the real money man, Tony Jackson, coming in live and direct. What's going on, money man? The running coach, the real money coach.
Hey.
What's going on?
Listen, I've been enjoying this show. I've got so much energy, so much positivity. Man, I'm glad I'm here today.
Hey, we're glad to have you, man. We're glad to have you.
Excited. I mean, I'm feeling good. I was
Hey, now we got the young blood. We're gonna bring him in. We got Cam, you there? Cam, you over there?
Yeah, here it comes.
Come on, Cam.
You there, Cam? Now you can't be the young one having technical difficulties. Now you can't be the young person.
Hey, don't let the old head.
Don't let the old head show you up. Now don't let.
and he got goat too. Come on,
he got goat. Yeah, he got goat. Cam name both. All right, we gonna bring goat Cam back. He probably having some technical difficulties over there.
Yeah,
so we want to let the money man coach to come on in here and introduce himself and let him, start out. Give us what you gonna be telling us today. You know, some touching on us day. You know, what we talking about.
Well, today, again, thank you for having me here. I've enjoyed the show. It's been awesome. And as you mentioned, my name is Tony Jackson. Most people know me as the Real Money Coach. And, my mission really is all about financial literacy, financial education, helping bridge this wealth gap that we have in America and all over the globe, really. Wealth gap, gender gap, those type of things. We know they exist. And my mission, my passion, my ministry is to help close that. And we know a big part of that has to be financial education. Thus, we have the Real Money Coach. Our primary objective, our primary goal is to teach financial education in every platform that we can. Obviously, we have some online platforms and those type of things. So I've been in this space for 25 years, going on 25 years. August 1st will be 25 years that I've been in the financial services industry. And so what we're going to touch on today really is a program we call CBD. And CBD, well, we know there's a lot of CBDs, right? But this particular CBD deals with credit, budget, and debt. And the reason why we actually put this program together, and we have it a green leaf on it, so people can actually take the course if they want. But the reason why we dealt with these three particular topics is that in my talking to people and hundreds of people a month, we find that the three areas that everyone has, well, not everyone, but a lot of people, the majority of people, they want to talk about, how can I improve my credit score? Because we know how important credit is. And then, we know people struggle with budgeting. And then the other thing is debt, whether we're talking credit card debt or student loan debt. And so we know that those three areas are really kind of fundamental in terms of building financial wealth, financial health, and creating generational wealth. And so if we can get that bottom platform sound, we can get people on a good sound foundation, then we can move up to other things or the more complex things, investing and so forth. And so that's really, what I wanted to kind of share with you today is just talking about just real briefly those three things. And, when we talk about credit, number one is you got to understand your credit profile. How is your credit determined? Obviously, there's three different credit bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. But then knowing how within that, how's my credit score determined? What percent of my credit score is due to payment history, which is actually the largest one. And then what percent is due to new credit and those type of things. So understanding the mix of those items that make up your credit score. And what is a good credit score? What's an ideal credit score? Those type of things. And then accessing your credit report. It's very important that we get our credit report, that we're monitoring it. And one of the things I found, even in my own struggle in getting through that, was that you have to be very intentional about your credit. And so getting your credit report, accessing it, making sure that you're watching it is vital. And then once you get it, what do I do about the errors that I see? And statistically, 80% of every credit report has errors on it. So how do I get those errors fixed? Do I get a credit repair service? Do I write letters? Do I do it electronically? And so that's an important part, is how do I fix the errors that I find? And so that's kind of one of the couple areas in credit. Then we talk about this thing called budget. And I like to say spending plan, because budget seems to be a nasty word to a lot of people. I don't want a budget. That seems constricting. And depending on your personality type, it can feel that way to some people. And so how do I budget? What are the fundamentals of budgeting? You know, income, expenses, my fixed expenses versus my variable expenses. And, you know, I have a different approach to that. Variable expenses isn't necessarily things that maybe go up and down, but it's things that might be the same every month, but I don't need. And so we have to have a conversation about needs and wants when we're talking about budgeting. But I always say this: if you don't tell your money where to go, you'll be asking where it went, right? And because it'll go wherever it wants. You look up and say, you know, especially this time of year, you get your W-2s and all this, and you're doing your taxes. Like, did I really make that much money last year? Where is it?
Where
Did it go? Right?
Where did it go? That's right.
Where did it go? And so, and making sure that we have savings as a part of that, you know, because often what we do is we'll have all our monthly expenses, and here's my income, here's my expenses, and then what's left is going to be my savings. We believe that savings has to be an intentional part. It has to be moved up to being your number one item in terms of outgoes, right? Well, maybe number two, if you like me. Tithing is first, and then my savings. And so we got to make sure that we're doing that. And then creating automation and using technology, whether you're using something like Mint or one of the other budgeting apps, or just making sure that you put things, because so often, sometimes our credit gets jacked up not because we didn't have the money, but we just, oh man, I forgot to pay that. And next thing you know, it's 30 days late. So putting things on automation, understanding the different elements of budget is huge. And then there's the debt, right? So you probably be shocked at the amount of debt that people are carrying, you know, everything from student loan debt to credit card debt. But all debt is not necessarily bad debt. And so we talk about what is good debt, what is bad debt, and knowing the difference. And then those gray areas, you know, it's a big topic when we start talking about student loan debt, because some people feel like that's bad debt. Other people feel that it's not. Well, it could go either way depending on what you're doing with the debt. And then, of course, credit cards, dangerous place, credit cards. You know, again, if you're disciplined and you use them in the correct way, they can be a great benefit, again, to raising that credit score. But what happens is when we overuse them and we're not paying them, and we have all this unsecured credit card debt, that's not necessarily good. So most of the time it's bad. And I even tell a story in my book of how when I stepped on campus, the first thing you do, you go to student union, and there's all the credit card companies. And man, I got me a Sears and Roebuck credit card. Donte, you too old to remember that, but some of us will remember Sears and Roebuck, right?
Yeah.
And bought me the
Right.
I remember Sears.
I went down there and I bought me the baddest stereo they had in the appliance department as a freshman. And I had that stereo 5 years later and still paying for it, right? So I talk about that in my book, but just talking about the dangers of debt. But more importantly, we talk about how do I get out of debt? How do I eliminate the debt? And there's two really popular methods. One is called the snowball method, where you pay you pay the smallest debt first, and then you move up to the next debt and you keep rolling that up. And then there's the avalanche method, where you pay off the biggest debt first. But if you're a gamer and you like to play games, I introduce another one, which is a roll-up method, where you actually give each debt a score and you pay those off according to that score. So those are some of the things I just briefly wanted to just mention. And, you know, we can kind of take some questions.
Tony, I wanted to say this because I think the main things you just mentioned are things that affect our community.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Major in our community. The numbers are different than in other cultures. In our African-American community, I would say, versus the other cultures, our numbers seem to vary very different. Can you share about debt particularly as it relates to our community at this point? Do you have any numbers that you can share?
Well, I don't necessarily have specific numbers, but as you were saying that, one of my mentors is Dr. George Fraser, and he says this is when white America catches a cold, black folks catch pneumonia.
Yes.
And it's the same with the debt. When you go, where do you find the check cashing places? Where do you find those type of proprietary lending? It's redlining, and it was a very real thing in our country where they actually, banks, the government, they took a red line and they redlined around certain neighborhoods and said, on one side of this line you'll pay one interest rate, on the other side you'll pay another. Okay, and it was a very real thing. It was done by the government. It was done by the Department of Labor, and it was intended to keep us in a certain area and keep us from getting to certain parts of town and living in different places.
Exactly.
And this was done in every major city in our country.
Absolutely.
And we're still dealing with the impacts of that because we have more student loan debt than any other ethnic group. We have more credit card debt than any other group. And we have, from a equity standpoint, most of our equity, most of our wealth, most of the time is in our home, right? But when we can't get the mortgages, when we can't get the terms of our counterparts, now we have less equity in that house. And we have less to work with. And so now, instead of being able to get debt that could be used and written off on our taxes and all that, we got to go get the unsecured stuff that we have, that high interest rates, and so forth. And so you're right. I mean, in our community, the three things that I just laid out are there. You thought COVID is new, right? That's a new pandemic. This is a pandemic that's been going on in the Black community for years, for a long time. Yes. And it is eating away at our financial wellness. And so we got to recognize that and start getting to young people we got to fix this. We can't continue to go down this road.
Totally. I have started checking on my credit report a whole lot. I'll just say, for me, I joined Credit Karma, and Credit Karma sends often, to show you what your score is. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Just sending it to your email, and every 30 days or so, they're saying, check out, here's your new credit score. You know what you got to work on. You know what you need to do, and they'll show you your history. And so I'm looking at that now, more conscious minded, I would say, about where I am financially and what's going on with my score, because I know it is important when you're trying to go out and apply for something. Those things do, go against or go for you. It could be get for you or against you.
Before you against
that respect. So I'm saying, I'm glad that I'm able to be conscious to look into that now. And I've also been calling Experian. I called Experian and I said, look, I want to be able to put in a complaint or, a challenge what is on my credit score, and so they'll send you that. And whenever you want to dispute, you disputing this. I mean, I found my name was 15 different ways.
Wow.
That's not my name.
Let's deal with that a little bit, though, because I think those are two very important things. And my daughter kind of coined this phrase that they can't prove it, they must remove it. Okay. Yeah. So if it's on your credit and it's not your name and all those type of things is bad, get that stuff removed. But the best way to do it is to do it in writing, rather than do it electronically. So send a certified letter in writing. And our curriculum has, sample letters and all that, but send that in writing and get it removed. Now, talking about Credit Karma, I think Credit Karma is great. Credit Karma is one of those things that is pretty awesome because it's free. It monitors it. But the one thing, a lot of people who have, they don't like Credit Karma, they say it's not accurate. The reason why they say that is because Credit Karma uses a different credit modeling system than does when you go to apply for a loan. So for example, they use what is called Advantage Score, which is a little different than the FICO score. And so that's why your Credit Karma could be one score, but then you go apply someplace and they say it's a different score.
It's a different one, yeah.
Because it's just a different crediting module that they use. And so I just let people know that, but still Credit Karma is good. Experian uses the FICO. So there's a free Experian that you can sign up for too. And some great things to help your credit. Experian Boost is awesome to help your credit score. And if you are a renter, Rental Karma is huge. Because with Rental Karma and Credit Karma, two different companies. But with Rental Karma, for about, I think it's like $30 every 3 months, they will report your rent on your credit report. Now you gotta be paying rent on time. But it'll report, and I think it just goes to TransUnion, but it could jump your Experian Boost and Credit Karma. You could gain 100 points just by adding those two items.
Wow!
You say it's called Rental Karma.
Rental Karma.
Okay, write that down. Yeah.
And it's an automatic thing. They report it every month. If you pay your rent by login or whatever, you give them your login credentials for your account for your rental, and they automatically report it. And it shows on your credit report as you're doing it. Because as a homeowner, what's one of the biggest things we have on our credit is the fact that we're paying our mortgage and we get a lot of points. But if you're a rental, you don't get. If you're a renter, you don't get that. And so definitely using Rental Karma is a great tool.
Good. That's
great.
Stuff. Good stuff.
Right.
Thank you. Yes, got that.
Thank you, Renee. Yes.
That's good stuff, Tony.
Hey, Tony, I wanted to make comment. You mentioned about automation. I think that we are getting better as a better consumer.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have been getting smart on checking those things like our credit. And we have the tools now. Back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, we didn't have the tools that we have today.
Absolutely.
Like having the opportunity to look at your credit immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So automation has really come strong in helping us to really look at our credit, look at our debt, and look at saving as well.
It's all right there. I mean, it's all right there in the palm of our hand. And when I was talking about automation, in particular, when we're talking about budget, is putting things up on an automatic payment. And I know a lot of people say, well, I don't like anybody going into my account and they have these things. My recommendation is in the way my wife and I do it, our income goes into one account and we never use that for anything electronic. I mean, we don't buy online with it. We don't do any of that. That's where our money goes. Then we have other accounts that we might use for weekly things that we're gonna, that we need to pay each, and another one for monthly. But separating them out and putting those things that are important on an automatic is great. And if you're with the same institution, you can simply transfer when that deposit goes in. You could transfer it to that account that you have the automatic payments. But we don't have our automatic payments come out of the same account that our income goes into, because then that keeps you more in control.
That makes sense.
Just make those transfers, but then you're still on an automatic payment so that you can get those things done.
And let me say this real quick. I was just thinking, I remember when how the banks used to get us with these overdraft.
Yeah.
Okay. Behind the scenes, we didn't know these charges were going to come and hit. Now with technology, and now that we have our phone, we can check our credit, we can check our balance and our checking account like nothing to it. So I'm just loving all this automation and how it is really making us stronger in our numbers and our money to survive.
Well, Peggy, if people start getting enough overdraft fees, they'll start knowing how to budget their money and stop spending where they don't need
That's
to
so
spend.
true, because they sneak up on you.
Sometimes we
But
spend
that's
and we
true.
buy, and we don't take conscious of what our balance is. Check your
Right.
balances. You
Right.
know, you know what your
I
balance
am
is.
guilty of that. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go and look at that balance and make sure that everything is everything is there. Right.
It's
If you have
easier.
those side accounts that you don't normally use, and then all of a sudden you say, "Oh, wait a minute, there's no money in that account."
Exactly. Yeah.
And
That's
it's
the main account
easier.
with another account.
It's easier today than it was in years, because
Yeah.
you know, back in the day we were writing checks.
Right.
You might write a check, and that check hasn't cleared your bank yet. And
Bro,
you
right.
There you go.
Oh,
I've
I
only
got
written 2
$100,
checks in
but
my
you
life.
know
You
you
can
can
run
run
to the bank. Run.
Right? But the banks were really taking advantage of that.
Yes.
And I think that we were paying a larger portion of it. Let's be real.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We right now are at the best time in our lifetime in history to make financial changes and change the whole trajectory of generational wealth.
Right.
And it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Like, I'm in Charlotte, which is the largest banking center outside of, you know, New York. You got Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Truist. Every bank that exists wants to get into Charlotte. Well,
Yeah.
you know, now the pressure is that they're eliminating some of those fees. And and competition is driving that, and the
Yes.
fact that, you know, everything else that has happened that's raised their attention is like, and I don't have to bank with you because you're on every corner, right?
That's true.
And,
Right.
and so I'm gonna go someplace where I'm not gonna have no fees, where I'm gonna get the best convenience and all those type of things.
And then support our Black banks. I don't think we have many Black banks around. You know, I know of one here in DC. I don't know of any other.
Industrial bank. Yeah.
Industrial bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one, Citizens something.
And the thing about it is this: we want to also understand what exactly is a Black bank.
Okay. And how they regulate it.
Are they regulated, and is it truly a Black bank?
Gotcha.
And because there was someone really popular, I ain't gonna say no names, but it's somebody really popular that came out with their Black bank, right? But really what it is it's a card. It's a card. It's just like the Rush card. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bank,
Yes.
and
I
it's
think I know
tied
what you're
to
talking about.
it's
Yes.
tied to the
Some
bank.
time ago.
Yeah,
Right.
it's tied
remember.
to non-Black banks.
Yeah.
But it's a card. It's a marketing, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, and we have Black banks here, you know, manufacturer, M&F Bank, and there are Black banks. They're shrinking, but they do still exist, and we should support our Black banks. If nothing else, you know, have an account there, those type of things, so that they can do lending and all that. And then, you know, of course, they have to step up too. And because there was one particular Black bank, I was like, I needed to get some money out of the ATM, right? Because I don't normally carry cash. And I was somewhere I needed actual cash. And so I went to a Black bank. I drove to the bank. I was like, I'm going to the Black bank, because if I'm gonna pay an ATM fee, it's gonna be to the Black bank. I drove to the Black bank, and I done drove around the bank. I done looked. I done walked. They don't even have an ATM machine.
Oh,
Come
Oh
on.
my.
oh.
They don't even have an ATM.
I'm gonna
Man,
put corners
I'm
like
like,
that.
okay.
Convenience. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
you know, Tony, I think we had a young guy who was gonna come in.
Yeah, Cam's back in the back now. He's back there.
Did you want to bring him in?
Bring the goat in.
Yeah, they go.
What's going on,
Hey.
Cam?
Hey, how you guys
See
doing?
you
How
again.
you guys doing? I've been listening for a while, but I just was like, my Wi-Fi just fixed on my phone, so I just wanted to say something.
Well, chime in, go tell us what's up with the young folks out there in the money world.
I want to give praise to my teacher or my educator, Dr. Pleasure. She really is invested in teaching the youth about crypto and just making like letting us know how the world's evolving. You know, like you guys were saying the whole time, you guys rarely carry cash, and me being 16, I also don't really carry cash. You know, I only have cash when I'm making. If I have cash, I'm going to make a purchase immediately. You know, but I just wanted to say like, I wanted to come out here and inform some of you guys how to make sure you got. I know you guys have a lot of cryptos and apes. I've heard a lot of things, so I was wanting to tell you guys how to protect those in a wallet, you know, a digital wallet, and just anything you guys have in general. You know, I'm pretty good with the crypto. I'm still learning, but I mean, I'm here to answer any questions. But I wanted to let you guys know that, like you guys been saying the whole time, we're only getting further down in technology. And like you guys were saying, I actually just experienced overdraft in my bank, Wells Fargo, you know, and I called them. I was like, hey man, I haven't really been using my card. You know, what's going on? But I guess somebody paid for something on my card and it's overdraft. But more of the story, I just want make sure you guys protect your information on your wallet. You can put passwords on them. I know if you guys have iPhones, you have a wallet and you can put all types of different cards in there, bank, Cash App, all types of crypto cards and whatnot. And the way you make that safe is make sure you put passwords on them. Don't share your information with anyone, because that's really where a lot of people get scammed. I know I had a friend, you know, he had a lot of crypto, but he shared his information with people who were hungry for money, and he shared the information showing them, and he got scammed all his money, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of crypto and bank cards all gone because he wants to share his information. And you know, I want to hopefully I can leave here with, you know, everyone having passwords on their crypto wallets or just digital wallets in general, you know, because soon we're not going to have a wallet, you know. You're not going to carry a wallet. I feel like very
physical
soon,
wallet. Yes.
Right.
Yes,
I feel like physical wallets are coming to an end, you know. I also feel like you know, you carry your ID. Most of the reason I feel like people carry wallets today is for identification purposes.
Right.
But me personally, I feel like within the next 5-10 years, your ID will be able to be in your digital wallet as well. So
it's gonna be across your forehead.
No, it's happening. It's happening. I was saying earlier that, and I will always say this, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of our young people. We feel good about the things that we can teach you because it shows that you've been reared or raised properly and you're educating yourself, and whoever's helping to educate you, whether it's just you doing it on your own merit, whatever it is, now you're taking that and you're teaching other young people your age and even us. Because we're at an age, we're learning. We still are. As they say, you never get too old to learn.
Right.
You're teaching us something.
Right. I also feel in our generation, you know, it's people like me who inform people, and you know, I used to get bullied for, you know, being this type of person, try to inform everyone about the world coming to different times. And I mean, I still do kind of get you know, just get made fun of about trying to inform you now. It's going to be funny because I already know it's going to happen in the next couple of years. I'm already ahead of the game. In my opinion, I feel like I'm ahead of my generation. And Gen Z is all social media and stuff. And I feel like, you know, social media is going to be here for a while, but you got to know stuff that's outside of the social media world. Because, you know, I feel like not many people know about crypto. And by the time crypto is very low right now, in my opinion, I feel like people know about it, but not really. People, and especially for the Black community, you know, I feel like we're scared to take opportunities. And when you see, you know, I was trying to pitch Hyperfund or Hyperverse, to a couple friends and family members. They're like, oh no, I don't want to take a risk, you know. But it's sad because, you know, you see our community buying $300-400 worth of shoes, but you can't buy. You can't get you.
That's so good. So
true. Well, you know,
So true.
And the fact is, if you drop $300 down for a pair of Jordans, you taking a risk. You can't wear them, at night, you might get knocked in the head.
Right.
So that's a risk.
So
right?
true.
You're right.
So,
Young people have lost their lives on shoes, coats, and all kinds of things of that nature because they don't have them.
Yeah. So,
And
but
Cam, the next time someone say they don't want to take a risk, tell them they take risk every day. Life is
Right.
a risk.
That's the
Walking
crazy
out
part
the
is that
door.
people,
the minute
right,
you
it's
set your
crazy because
foot
they don't
on the ground.
understand. Yeah, they don't understand that you take risks. I was trying to talk to my aunt about hyperverse, and she was just like, "Oh." And another thing I would say about the Black community, they hold. I mean, I thought that not Black community, but I feel like it's more mainly in the Black community where we let our past affect the present or future. I was talking to my aunt, I was like, "Hey, aunt, listen, hyperverse, hyperfun. Nobody knows about it, but about 5 to 7 years." It's gonna be hard to get in because I'm trying to get you in now. It's no one knows about it. Not that many people know about it.
So
You know,
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. So it's like,
Yeah, absolutely.
very much so, Cam.
That's true.
thank you.
And Cameron, the other night when you were on GWA, I sent you a text or chat because man, I got to get you on the Real Money Coach, brother. You on there?
Yeah, you're very. I feel like you, for what you do, for what I've interpreted, that you don't just mind helping anybody. You're giving general knowledge, and if people, and this is free too. You know, you
How
could
about
be out
that?
here right. You could be out here charging people $200-$300 for little things like this, but you know, you take the kindness out of your heart to inform, you know, I'm not gonna say elderly, but your
old head.
Yeah. You take the time to, you know, inform everyone who wants to be informed, and you know, I feel like you honestly, you need to get in somebody's school or something. You know, I feel like school doesn't really teach you about what you talked about in this call. And the last call we were on, I was like, man, he needs something. Schools, like I was asking my educator, I was like, I need his information because he is teaching stuff that school doesn't teach, and I feel like that's more important. Sure, your math, your science, all that's cool, but 18.
I think they're getting ready to change the curriculums, Cam, from what I understand, in some of the schools.
Hopefully that's true because you know,
they're gonna change
18. Most parents 18. I know my mom's telling me, she's like, "Hey man, you 18, you getting kicked to the curb." It's not even a rude way. It's just like it's just me knowing that 18 is just the time to go, and I feel like a lot of 18s are just thrown out there, and they're lost and confused. And I feel like if our schools taught credit, taxes and stuff, I feel like by the time we graduate 12th grade, we will have the general knowledge to be able to survive in the real world, because you're not gonna use the Pythagorean theorem in real life, but you're gonna need to know credit, you know. And I feel like teachers should teach that, and that's why I'm so thankful for my educator, you know, because she teaches that, and she still teaches common high school knowledge, but she incorporates crypto and tax and credit and stuff. So
yeah, you know what? It's so interesting. I know our time is running down here, but I was listening to the news, and they were saying the average college student thinks the income for parents is at $800,000 annually. I'm like, what parent they working with?
Dang.
At
I don't know.
$100,000,
Their parents must ain't never bought them a bill when they was like a teenager. They must ain't never bought them a bill and was like, yeah, you need to get off your phone because you causing me to pay this doggone bill. I'm like,
okay. I say, where do you all live? What family you're living in?
That's the thing about the financial.
This is good stuff. Donte, go ahead and take us out. This is good. We can listen to you guys all day.
But
go ahead.
Right.
Yes.
What was you going to say right quick, Tony? You going to say something right quick?
Well, I was just going to say that financial education piece where the high schools are saying, in order to graduate, you got to have 4 hours of financial education. That's what's coming. But my thing is, getting that financial education to the children is vital. But if mama got the table in my name because her credit was messed up, we got to also get to the parents as well. So all of it's important. You know, we got the whole community.
Yeah. And I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate Tony. I appreciate you, Kamari, for coming in here and giving us a wealth of information. Like I said, our community needs this because a lot of us, we are financially woke, but we're not financially conscious. So you know,
And
we
it's
got to
crazy
get
that
to the
Mr.
point where we're financially conscious.
Yeah,
saying,
It's
Kamari?
funny that
this has
Mr.
been
Tony said
good.
that.
We gotta
It's
have.
funny Mr. Tony said that because
Yeah.
like I know my mom, I know she would when we were young, she would be like, oh, she would like whisper like to my stepdad, she'd be like, oh, we're gonna put it in his name. And me being young, I used to tell her, no, don't put that in my name. You're not running.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
You're not gonna be 18 trying to go file taxes and be like, hey man, you owe this. What are you talking about?
I love
like,
it. I love it.
I'll tell you something, man.
I was like, you put that in.
Cam is
I was like,
anointed.
He
He's
is.
anointed. in this
Yes.
place. And
Yeah.
No doubt
I don't
about it.
know if anybody want to say it,
He
but I'm gonna tell you, God has anointed that young man
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
has.
is.
beyond his years.
Beyond
Yes.
his Tony.
A financial Josiah in our
Come on,
midst.
don't stop preaching on this show. We gotta go. Our show is over. We're gonna bring you back on just to have a sermon on this show.
Hey, we definitely gonna have you back on here, Kamari. Definitely gonna have y'all
man,
back,
you
man.
know
Definitely
it.
gonna have y'all back.
Y'all got me
Thanks,
shaking over
Tony.
here.
Thanks, Kamari.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
so
Thank you,
much.
thank you. Stay
But,
tuned. Stay around. Stay around. Hang around.
Before we leave, we want to let you know we have domestic violence next week. That's our segment. And we have another young, bright young lady is coming on. We're talking about these young people. Here we go. She's 17, y'all.
All right.
Her name is Maya. And she's going to be on our show next week. And she's going to tell us about what made her make a film. She's a filmmaker on domestic violence at 17. This is her special movie screening that's coming on tomorrow. Please go to Facebook, support her, and I believe it's free. It's from 7 to 7:30. And this is Maya J. Pinson. And we'll have another guest along with her next week. So we love you guys for watching Absolutely Power 904 tomorrow.
Yes.
9 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Power 904. It's been wonderful. Go, D.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming through, showing love. Hey, this every 5th Saturday we do this thing. We do this thing every 5th Saturday. So what time is it?
Hey,
It's time for you
to walk
in your purpose and prosperity.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wonderful show. Yay.
Yes.
Oh man. Ooh, come on now.